Greetings viewers, EricTheCarGuy here, back again with another tool review video for you. And this time, well, it's a different type of tool. It's something that you sit on. This is my old roll-around stool that I've had for a little while. Honestly, I got it at Harbor Freight. It's worked okay up to this point. It has a telescoping mechanism that allows it to go up and down. And I've recently used it to do body work on my Acura Vigor. Well, my butt was pretty sore after I got done doing that, so I tried to seek out a better solution to rolling around on your butt in the shop. And I have this new seat from Traxion. It is the Pro Gear seat that they offer. And it's my hope that it will solve some of the issues that I'm having with the stool that I'm sitting on now. So why don't we start with a good old-fashioned unboxing. This is how it showed up. I haven't opened it, I haven't anything. It's just really important that I do not use blades when I open it. And you know, I don't think a pocket screwdriver qualifies as a blade. What do you think? So I'm gonna use that to break the tape open and get into it. So why don't we just start with the good old-fashioned unboxing. And here we go. This is not a blade. Well, I guess it is a screwdriver blade, but not a cutting blade. I think they don't want you to cut the seat and send it back under warranty. I think that's what their concern is. But I'm pretty skilled with a pocket screwdriver. In fact, I often call it my 11th finger. All right, well, we have this seat. Ooh, it's race ready. Let's assemble it on the bench, shall we? We have the base mechanism, the giant gear, spinning gear tray. Now this may solve one of the problems that I have with my old chair. At least I hope it does. If it does, then I'll be happy, because that was one of the problems that I had with this one, which the reason I'm showing you my old one is I want to do a comparison of why I got this one as compared to the one I'm using now. The upper downer mechanism, a couple of casters. These things are freaking huge. And down in the bottom of the box, looks like some things got loose here, but it looks like we have everything. Maybe, maybe not. Because I only have 3 of these nuts here, which I think are for the casters. So hopefully everything's here. Nothing else. Really glad to see that. I was getting pretty nervous there. Well, let's put this thing together. Wheels go on this. Looks like a T40 is gonna do it. I totally did this backwards. Okay, trying this, take 2. Now I have it assembled correctly. We will take our uppy-downy mechanism, drop it down in. The spinny gear goes in there like that. And lastly, I'm going to take the chair and just drop it right down on top. So assembly is easy if you do it correctly. That's snazzy, don't you think? Here's my other one. Which would you choose? I think the cameraman just got himself a new chair. All right, now here is my old seat. And one of the reasons why I sought to replace it, well, was because, first of all, there's not much padding up here and it's not very comfortable. It still served its purpose just fine, but you know, honestly, after sitting doing body work for hours and hours on end on it, it was not very comfortable. The other thing that's happened is these casters, the bearings and everything, on every single one of these has pretty much come out. But all these casters have really just gone to seed. They're gone. I know for a fact that this unit was made in China. And as far as the Traxion, I don't have a country of origin that I can see definitively anywhere on it. So I really can't say where it's from or where it was made. So I can't help you there. But here's the comparison between the two. If you stack them up side by side. My concern is I liked how low this one is. And that this one might be too high, but it's just, well, it's a couple of inches higher. And my concern with that is having to lean over a lot. I'm a tall guy, having to lean over a lot to work on stuff. But I'm hoping this does much better. It's cheaper than a lift. A lot of you have been encouraging me to buy a lift. I'll put a link in the description as to why I don't have one, but this was the direction that I'm going for now. The tray spins around. This tray does not spin around. Well, it does spin around, but at inopportune times. Let me show you. Here's something else I really don't like about my old chair, is when I take a tool and I set it down right there in front of me, then I travel to another part of the car. I go to reach down for my tool, and it always seems to be on the other side. So that is really annoying. Now let's try the same thing on the Traxion. First, this thing is comfy. When I say comfy, I mean like I could sit here for a while. Like just that little bit of lumbar support does wonders. And back here, so a little bit of lumbar support and a lot more padding than the other seat. This is comfy. All right, now let's try the same test. Here's my wrench in the little compartment that's down underneath here, because this is what I use this for. I use this for like brake jobs and stuff, not just body work or anything. But let's try the same test with this. As you can see, it also rotated. However, the only thing I have to do is spin this around. And it's got little grips on it. That's pretty darn handy. That's pretty darn handy. So it still does the same thing, but it's a lot easier to solve the problem than it was with that. Plus, I've just got to say, this is hands down more comfortable. It's also a more comfortable seating position, if I'm honest, because me being, like I said, a tall guy, I'm 6'2". Sitting on this like this, I don't feel like my knees are up in my chest like they were before. Now, I could have raised that seat up. In fact, let's see how high this one goes. So yeah, this one goes up quite a bit. So I can sit up this much higher when working. Let's compare that to the other one, see how high they go. They look to be roughly the same height, fully extended. So yeah, but I didn't even want to sit in this one now. Now that I have this is like, okay, old friend, it's been real. And honestly, I'm much happier with this. So one of these, I think would be money well spent. I'll have to live with it for a while, but from where I sit, it certainly feels a lot better than where I used to sit. Right, well, the Traxion Model 2-700 Pro Gear is, I believe, what they call this. I guess that's because it's shaped like a giant gear. I'm happy with it. Like I said, compared to what I had. Now, granted, if you're not doing this a lot, you don't want to spend a lot of money on one of these, get the Harbor Freight version. But if you do spend a lot of time on one of these like I do, hey, why not invest in something nice? Why not just enjoy your work? Because I gotta tell you, I could sit here all day. The assembly instructions were in here. If you have automotive questions, I would ask that you head over to EricTheCarGuy.com. There's a welcome video there to tell you about all the amazing features that we have there to help you with automotive issues, should you have them. If you wish to connect with me socially, I can be found on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. Post tool review videos every other Wednesday or so. And so stop back and see that. And I close each of my videos with be safe, have fun, stay dirty. But I got one more thing for you. Okay, what better way to decide whether or not this is a good chair? But we're gonna decide with a race. Me and cameraman Brian are gonna go. I have the new Traxion. He has the old Harbor Freight version. And we'll... I'm a little scared. You should be. Thanks for taking one for the team, man.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.